All right. Welcome, everyone, to Eric Notowski Art, the first ever guest edition. And today I have with me the one, the only, the Eisner-nominated comic artist, Gary Shipman. So welcome, everybody, and welcome, Gary. How's it going today, Gary?
I'm doing good. How are you? Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, glad to have you. You've hosted me twice already, so I'm glad you're my first guest, man. I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, cool.
So how is the Gary household holding up with everything that's going on? Are you guys in quarantine? What's going on over there?
Well, I think everybody's in quarantine just because they say, I mean, there's not really anything you can go do.
Yeah,
Everything's
really.
shut down, basically. Rhoda, my wife, Rhoda, and I, well, my wife is Rhoda, for those who don't know. We went out today and we got some coffee and we were able to actually sit down at the place, and it was fun. It was enjoyable. We were the only ones there,
Nice.
except for the person who made the coffee.
Was it a Starbucks or just like a little shop?
Actually, it's a hotel here in our town. They have they make espressos and lattes and stuff. And we've been wanting to try it because actually my daughter started working there at the hotel, and she said that she makes the coffee, so she's the one who made the coffee for us. And
That's
cool. It was good.
She didn't mess it up. Very cool.
Yeah. Awesome,
man. Well, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people here that don't know, or excuse me, a lot of people that do know Gary. We're fans of the same things and we roll in the same circles. So, but just in the off chance there's someone here that does not know who Gary Shipman is, I will tell you what I know about Gary, and then Gary can fill in the gaps. But I met Gary years back, and my first introduction to Gary was when I was doing an internship with Alias Comics, and our mutual friend Mike Miller and Brett Berner were starting a small company called Alias, and they were publishing a bunch of books. And so I saw Packens Land for the first time when it was being published through Alias. And then a little bit later after that, we worked on a book series together that was published through Zondervan. Gary was working on Kingdoms, and I was working on Hand of the Morning Star. And so I kind of got another dose of Gary's artwork. And so that's how I know Gary. And then I finally met him in person at, I believe it was like a Chicago Wizard World.
Yeah.
And so I finally got to meet you in person. And Gary is a great guy. He's a family man, great artist, and just a super cool guy. So that's what I know of Gary. Gary, tell us a little bit about yourself. And for those who don't know, if someone was here that didn't know who you were, go ahead and tell them a little bit about yourself.
Well, I think you basically covered it. No, I'm just kidding. Basically, just been an aspiring comic artist for most of my life, not all of it, but probably in my teenage years is when I got the comic bug, I guess. I got hooked on it, and I've been wanting to be a comic book artist probably since I was 7th grade-ish. And maybe, right around there, 7th grade. So I was probably 13 or 14. And then it was around that time, like I just drew constantly. So it's been an adventure.